What's up there, fellow YouTubers? This is Chris from the Anomalies channel. I'm glad you guys are watching today. I've got a wild one for you guys today. This may be one of the smoking guns and one of the best videos you guys are going to probably see that's going to probably prove, I'm going to say 70 to 80% chance that there's actually life on a body in our solar system. And the reason why I say body, because this is Enceladus. This is actually it's the sixth largest moon, largest of Saturn's moons. So it's the sixth largest. Okay, and I think it's actually got 53 bodies floating around Saturn, I believe. Yeah. But anyway, this is the water vapor that they show right here. Okay, this is the water vapor that comes out of its southern pole. I think it's the South Pole. I could be wrong. You guys can correct me. And this is the water vapor they say. I think they said that there's water underneath the icy surface, and what happens is its core, I believe, is still warm. I don't know how that can be. It doesn't get much sunlight at all, but I'm no astrophysicist. I couldn't tell you. Again, like I said, any of your comments are welcome. I don't have a problem with that. Because, like I said, I don't know it all, but I'm just going to make some observations here, and as always, give me your comments. Anyway, these are what they call jets, and there's water vapor coming out, and because the sun's playing on it, you can actually see the actual vapors coming out, which I think is wild. It's a very pretty picture. And somebody's enhanced that as far as color-wise. I think they actually have one on NASA too, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll show you the one that they have, and I will leave the link down below. If anybody wants another link to anything else as far as this goes, I'll be more than happy to give you to just ask. I don't have a problem with that. But guys, I gotta flag BS on this one too. And the reason why I'm going to flag this, and you're going to see this yourself, because it actually says it on, like I got in, Wikipedia on deck here for you guys, so I'm going to show you this. But here we go. Like I said, this is the sun showing, it's actually on this face. So I'm thinking it's heating the surface up, and it's actually causing these water vapors to come out. But what they say is, now here's the key. Now I want you guys to listen to this. As the water vapor comes out, some of it comes back as like a snow or like icy particles. Okay, keep that in mind. Now we're going to jump over to Wikipedia. Now this is wild, because let me see if I can remember this. Let me see. I don't think this is where. Anyway, it says right here, Enceladus is the sixth largest of the moons of Saturn. It was discovered in 1789 by William Herschel. Enceladus seems to have liquid water under its icy surface. Cryovolcanoes at the at the South Pole shoot large jets of water vapor, other volatiles, and some solid particles, ice crystals, NaCl, etc., into space. Total approximately 200 kilograms per second. Now, I heard it was 250 kilograms, but anyway, some of the water falls back onto the moon as snow. Some of it adds to Saturn's rings, and some of it reaches Saturn. The whole of Saturn's E-ring is believed to have been made up from these ice particles. Because of this apparent water at or near the surface, Enceladus may be one of the best places for humans to look for extraterrestrial life. I love that. Maybe the best places for humans to look for extraterrestrial life. By contrast, the water thought to be on the Jupiter's moon Europa is locked under a very thick layer of ice, or surface of ice, rather. Of surface ice. Now, here's all the particulars, okay? And here's your composition of the atmosphere. It says trace significantly spatial variability, rather. 91% water vapor, 4% nitrogen, 3.2% carbon dioxide, 1.7% methane. Okay, I love that right there, right off the bat. It's just, people should look this up. But you can just go through this, just Wikipedia this stuff here, and you'll just find a wealth of knowledge. I think it's pretty neat. Okay, this is the picture I've got, and this is where you'll be able to find this. The only difference is it's actually flipped upside down. Okay, but here's your TIFF, which is only 1.5 meg. It'll take literally seconds to download this thing, depending on your speed. And then you got the cheesier one, which is the JPEG, which is not so good. Always go for the TIFF if you can. But this is where it'll be, and I'll have the link for you guys in the bottom as always. Let's jump over to this one here. This is the one I've got. Only the difference is, for some reason, they got this reversed. Mine, all this, what looks like rock and everything else, is on this side. Okay? Now, this is what I got a problem with. Again, here's the sunlight, and like I said, mine will be just the opposite. Mine's over here. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still the same exact picture. See, mine's like this. And the only difference is if you were to take it and flip it around, all this ground here is on this side, and you'll see it. Anyway, not a big deal. It's the same picture regardless. They just flipped it around. So anyway, here's the sunlight again, playing on these ice and water crystals and vapor coming out. And I'm saying, okay, cool. And I'm thinking maybe it's heating the actual surface. Well, apparently that's not the case, because if it has a heated core, it's causing this thing to do this, and it's causing it to shoot out. And because the sun's playing on it, you can see it really good. This is where it gets crazy, and this is why I say it's bull. And you guys are going to love this. This is from, and I'm going to show you the site right now. If the sun is showing on these crystals, okay, and they're all spouting out and pressurized and shooting out, okay, I'm good with that. What about this picture? Whoop, that's not the one. Okay, what gives here? Here's your sunlight, northeast part of this planet, or this moon rather, I'm sorry. What's showing it off now? How is the sun playing on that at all now? You know why, guys? My theory is this is actual lights. Actual people made these lights. These are actually high, energy lights, or just super bright lights. It doesn't make sense how you can go from this. Sun makes sense to me. It really does. When you look at it from this point of view, it does make sense. Okay, water vapor shooting out, sunlight hitting it, and it's making it the particles. It's shiny, and that's okay. And I'll go with that. What I have a problem with is you don't see any of it falling back. Why isn't it falling back to this moon? And it does say it on Wikipedia that some of it does fall back. If you just lay on the ground with a garden hose and shoot it straight up in the air with one of those handles there where you squeeze it and it just shoots out up in the air, you're going to see it fall back. I'm not seeing it here. Now, it kind of looks like that because it may be, like I said, kind of pixelated, kind of shows a little bit. But I'm seeing very bright shooting out. And then what's up with that? I mean, this doesn't make any sense. Where's the sun playing on it now? I believe this is actually a civilization. I believe these are lights. And look where it says www.nasa.gov images content blah 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 Pier 14599. Look it up, guys. And I'm going to tell you right now, I believe that's a civilization. And I'm going to go into this deeper. I believe it's a civilization, and I think it's man-made lights or intelligently made lights on a giant city. And I'm going to show you this. Okay. This, like I said, you can get this one here, or you can get the other one. I'll put both of them on there. This is Pier 599. So, all right. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? This I get. Okay, sunlight. You can actually see it looks like it's shining all over here. I get that. Come on. That makes no sense whatsoever. And this is from NASA.gov. This is not somebody manipulated picture. This is from them. Really? Where's the sun playing on there now? You can literally see it looks like beams of light. This is not, vapor shooting out of these things. Come on. All right. This is what I would expect to see. Now I'm going to show you these right here. Now this is just artist renditions of it, but because obviously you can see these two astronauts. But this is what I would expect to see. See how it's like shooting off? That's what they were trying to convey in this particular picture. But see how you can actually see them going, and it's going backwards? It's like coming back down to the planet. Even if it was ice crystals or snow, you're bound to see that stuff returning back to the moon, or to the surface, right? Okay, and this one too. This one's kind of the same. Well, that's the wrong one. Well, maybe I got both of them the same. Okay, either way, you get the idea. It really doesn't matter at this point. Now, here's the picture I have. All right. This all here is actually a city. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to show you why I believe this is, and you guys can come up with your own conclusions. Again, here's another thing that blows my mind. Again, the sun coming up on the horizon, and look at it. There's nothing. It doesn't look like anything's falling back here at all. I see just like a bright, bright light shining. Okay? Here. Look at them all here. These are in the darkness now, and you can still see lights. They're still giving off lights. Really? Okay. Maybe I'm wrong in this, guys. I don't know. But this is just my observations and a little common sense here. Here's my other question. Sunlight shining on the water vapors, if that's what this is, and I'll have to agree, if it is, it is. I don't have a problem with that. Sun shining. Okay, water vapors. Why is it just as bright on this one, which hardly has any sun? You can see the curvature of this. Keep in mind, this moon is only 305 miles. in width. So I don't believe it's full circumference. I believe it was just width. 305 miles. So question comes to mind. How much water is underneath the surface that it constantly gives off water vapor and nothing? How does the water get replenished? That's the first question came in my mind. I went, okay, let's assume, because we don't know, but let's go into the assumption that it has a giant body of water underneath the surface. Okay. Even if it covered the whole 305 or 310 miles, because some of them differ as far as how they say how big this moon is, even if it was the whole inside of this thing, because you got a heated core, and then you got water on the whole inside of this. Okay, it says 250 kilograms of water every second. Okay, wouldn't this water eventually run out? I mean, that's just, meaning evaporation. It just steams it to the point where it just, like, completely runs dry. I don't know, guys. And I don't believe it's going to be the water is going to be surrounding the whole core of this planet, because the planet would cave in, or just, it just wouldn't be solid. But okay, that's my first question. The second question is, like I said, why is this sun shining here? And I can understand these being bright, but it's still on the horizon way over here. But yet this light here is just as bright as this one. See it? Even in the darkness, that one's just as bright as this one. This is why I'm saying I believe these are lights. These are not some kind of plumes of, vapors coming out of these geysers, or the geysers. It doesn't make any sense. Now, let's get to the actual surface of this. And some of this is going to be hard to see, but you're going to see the shapes, guys. And this is wild. And I'm not going to do a thing to this picture as far as I'm going to invert it after just to show you the outline. So if you have a problem seeing the definition of the actual shapes or whatever they are that I'm going to show you, I'm going to make it clear to you so you can see this yourselves. Okay. Let me get a little sip of something here. I think this picture's great. And even NASA shows it and actually makes a boo-boo on this. I love this. Because, like I said, that picture I showed you earlier, that this South Pole is totally out of the sun, but yet it's projecting light. Come on, let's put a little 2 and 2 together here, guys. Okay. I seen this picture. I had to show you guys, man. I had to make this video. It was just the wildest thing I've ever seen. Okay, let's just look at just simple stuff right now. Just simple shapes. Look at this. Look at the outer edge of this. Goes all the way around. Complete circle. Okay. Well, not complete, because you just can't see it here, because it probably goes out over to here, and of course they made it not available and you can't see it. But look at, even in the darkness, these are throwing light, like the not so brighter ones. See it? Okay, these here. Okay, now I can understand these because it looks like the sun may be just shining and you kind of get that, but okay, it's just barely over here. The more you go to this side, there's hardly any sunlight. But yet it's perfect. Look how bright that is at the base. I get it here would be brighter and less brighter here. That's not the case. It's totally different. Okay. All right, so right here, I'm showing you this round piece here, or this round area. But look at this, the shapes right here. Comes down, goes across, back up, back down, and here you go. Just look at the shapes of these things. Here. Here. What look like buildings or some kind of, look at this, up and back down. Here. Here. I mean, no matter where you look, it looks like there's spaces inside here. See it? Okay. How about this right here? Okay, there's something right here. This right here, look how long this is. Okay, and you can actually see where it actually goes to like a kind of corner. Comes back up. All right. Let's do this. What I'm going to do is blur it and then reshop it. And the reason why I do that, it's still going to be a little blurry, but the reason why I do that is simply this. This is the base picture. I want to show you right here. Once I zoom in right here. Oh, I don't even have to zoom in. Watch this. Blur it and then reshop it. There's the difference between the shopping and then the standard base picture. See how it's really more pixelated? So, yeah, it's going to be blurred to a certain degree, but it does get clearer. And that's just to simply show you to straighten out the smoothness of the lines on the outside of these, whatever they are, shapes. I think these are all intelligently made, and I believe that this is an actual city of some sort. And like I said, you guys can make your final decisions. You guys tell me. But anyway, so blur, and then, but look how perfect that is. Boom, boom. Something right here. And you can see it's got a line to it. Here. Something here. Okay. Now as we go a little bit more to the right, look at these weird things, like they're just... Are these... Is it like Well, if they're actual lights, then they have to be still. These people, you think they'd still have to be alive. And because you can't see this clearly, you just don't know what these are. I mean, look at this. Like I said, look at this one here. It goes boom, goes across. It's got this weird thing coming up. Okay. All right. Now this one, I'm going to give you a little Mars Anomalies 101, at least from my perspective. Keep something in mind, and I'm going to show you this. When you invert, let's throw. Okay, let's say for argument's sake we're looking at the moon. Here's a hypothetical for you. You see a large crater. The sun's just coming up on the horizon. So the outside of the crater, the rim of it, is actually well lit. And now it's just coming up a little bit more, where it's actually just casting its light inside the crater, but it's got a huge shadow. Okay. Now, what would happen if you inverted it? Well, now the shadow inside the crater will now be white, and the outside of the rim will now be black. Okay. Now, when they hide something in a picture, you'll have your standard picture, meaning now the crater's back to shadowed and it's black inside and bright on the rim. Okay, if there's something hidden inside or on the outside of that they've taken out, the second you invert it, suddenly that thing is going to take on a whole new form. Or it's going to show something. It's going to pop out of that crater. On the edge of the crater, it's now going to pop. It's going to show it to you, or an outline or something like that. If it's not added, you won't see any difference other than the inversion of colors. You're just going to see the inversion of contrast. That's all you're going to see. But if something takes on a new form, you know they've taken something out of this picture, out of the standard picture, out of the normal picture. So keep that in mind. Because I'm going to show you... this gets nuts. But anyway, just look at the shapes here. Okay? Perfect lines. These are not stones. These are not... Look at this right here. Look at this weird thing right here. Boom. Comes up. Goes across. It's got like this triangle right here. Goes back down. Whoops. I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm in pain here. But look right here. Comes around. It has something that goes down, and it actually gets fatter around the bottom. And there's another triangle kind of thing. And then it actually goes up like this here. See it? Right here. There's something in the background there. Well, that's part of this. But look at this right here. There's another funky looking thing. Right here. And it's got some kind of ball or dome on it. Okay? Right here. Look at the shapes of these things. And it's got a defined line right there. This right here. Looks like it's got windows on it. And this actually struck me as weird, like a side of a truck. With no, like a picture like a box truck, but no box on it. Had to, look at it. Front wheel. Wheel well. The front cab. And there's nothing there. You can't see the frame. And here's the funny part. I tried to invert this to see if I could find a frame. No matter how much I brightened it up, because it's black here, it just automatically turns white, super white, and you just can't pull it out. So I kind of get that. But look at right next to it. Got this little weird arch. Comes down. Comes down. Goes to the back. No matter where you look at this. Now, keep this in mind. If this is a moon, now let's just suppose for a moment that there's no atmosphere. Well, you can't have separate houses like we have here on Earth. What are they going to do? Put on a suit every time they walk outside just to go to the next door neighbor's house? Or is this like a giant moon base? And if it is, wouldn't it be kind of all connected? I don't know. I'm just throwing these theories around, and you guys can, you know, like I said, chew on it for a while and tell me what you think. You can't see too much here, but you can see something right here. Another line right here with something going up. Something right here with an arch. Another thing here with an arch. Looks like some kind of old hangar or something like that, but I couldn't tell. I'm just saying, just, you know, going back to what I would see here on Earth and kind of, you know, doing the same thing. But look at this, something else in the back here. And it's got, you can see it's got a flat, you know, again, it looks like one of these hangars that we'd have here on Earth, like airplane hangars or Zeppelin hangars, you know, hot air balloons type things. But see this right here? It's too perfect to be just a rock. This is 100%, man. I'm just saying, look at this. I mean, look at boom, comes down, boom. Looks like it's got like windows all the way around it or some kind of space in between it. See it? How about behind it? Comes out, goes up, goes across, down. There's just too many things on this. It just doesn't make sense. Now watch this. I'm going to go back. I think there's something else here that's kind of crazy here too. I think it was right at the very edge of this picture. Yeah, see how this... It's got this weird right here on the very lower left side. Look at all these weird little shapes. See it? This other thing here looks like it's got some kind of shine to it. And look at all these weird things up in here. Look at this. See this right here? It's got this cutoff. It's just got these weird... Look at this back up to here. It's got to look like these weird windows kind of thing. I mean, the space is in between this stuff, but what? I mean, I don't know, man. Look at this. It looks like some kind of little small jet kind of thing. Look at it. It's got like a stub nose to it. Cockpit area where the window would be. Comes down. It's got like a little wing. I'm not saying that's what it is. It just kind of, boom, just the first thing I thought of. Look at this round arch thing right here. Look at this. See it? Is that weird or what? And you can see what it looks like. It goes like this, and it's got this center right here. Come on. This is not, rocks. It's not naturally made. I think this is probably one of the best pictures you're going to see of anything that has to do with life in our solar system. I mean, look at this. Are these roads? Are they just tubes? What are they? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just seeing these weird tubes everywhere you look. Roads, you'd go, well, if it doesn't have any atmosphere, how the heck would they get around? But who knows? I mean, there's something way back here. Look at the size of this thing. I don't know what that is, but it's there. Now, let me do a little invert here, and I'm going to show you. Let's just concentrate on one area here. Let's do this rounded area. Okay, right here. This will give you better perspective. See this right here? Okay, let's just look at this shape right here, right here. Okay. See it right now? You can actually see it goes down. Okay? Goes down to here. There's actually some round platform right there. You can actually see it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there it is. Look at this one here. Rounded. Comes out to here. Goes back down. Goes over to here. See that? Now I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there's some kind of weird something or other in this picture. Comes down. Here's that part I told you in the back here. Slide over here. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there's some kind of square or some kind of something or other. See it? There's that building I told you about. Like double stack. Looks like it's got windows or a space in between or something like that. Watch this. It's still there, which means they didn't add nothing. They didn't take anything away. It's right here. And here's the other thing, guys. Now, when I inverted this picture, look at this. Completely straight out, I don't see anything falling. I just don't. Now, like I said, I could be off. I could be wrong here. I don't know. But I've just seen boom, boom. And there's other lights right here, so don't think that's actually falling back. That's actually lights right there, because watch this. See them? There's actually lights there, lights here, here, here. There's like a bunch of them, and they're all over the place. And now, they only showed, like in one video, they showed like, and I wish I could find that. I probably should have done that. But there's actually some... Where was that other picture? Hold on a second. Just a minute. Now, see, there's like multiple lights here, no matter where you look. Look at it. All the way. And they're beams. Look how... I mean, they're shooting way out. Look at that. They're not just going like a little plume and then going back to the planet. These things are shooting right out. I mean, come on. And it actually looks like it's got right here, and it's actually sunk in. See it? That is weird. That is just absolutely... It looks like it's actually inside a crater. See that? And it's all shining outward. Here's the other question I wanted to ask you guys. Why is it only this area shooting at that? That's a question for you to ponder. Why isn't there anywhere else in this little moon, why isn't it shooting out vapors too? Why is it just this one little area? Well, when I say little area, it's probably good size. It's, it could be a quarter mile, a half a mile base. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing. But why only here? Not anywhere else on this moon? And why is it, like I said, the sun's coming from, well, we're going to say the northeast or upper right, northeast part of this. There's no sun shining here at all, but yet all of these are shining? Come on. Like I said, I mean, we got to use a little common sense here. And like I said, I'm flagging BS on this one, guys. Look at this. And it has just a characteristic of like a bright light. Look at it. This is just as bright as this one is. Look at it. And this one actually has more sunlight. Well, now it's inverted, so it looks more dark. But you would think this one would show the particles or vapor better than this one, because the sun's actually shining on it. If you go by their, what they say it is. Okay. Now let's get back to this. Okay. Let's go there. Okay. All right. Here's your shapes. Look at these. These are not... See them? These are not rocks. Look at this one right here. Pay attention to this area right there. It's still there. Nothing's been taken out. It's still there. Is this like a little craft in front of this, whatever this is? Is it a building? I don't know. I can't make it out clearly, but it's there. I'll back out a little bit, so maybe clear it up a bit for you. But just look at the shapes that are on this. I mean, these aren't stones. These aren't rocks. If they are, this moon produces some real funky looking rocks. Look at this. And here's that weird thing I was telling you about. It's like they're stacked. See it right there? There's right here. It goes down, goes around. Looks like it's got windows of some sort. There's something on top of it. Now watch. Keep an eye on that one area. Here it is. Goes up. Now see this? Here it is. Here's the up. Here's that other arch or this whatever's up on here. Okay. 1, 2, right there. And it's flat. It's got that thing on top. Same thing. Thing on top. Boom. This comes up right here. Goes down. This comes down. It goes right here. It's all there. Nothing's changed. They haven't taken anything on it or added anything to this picture. This is as raw as it's going to get. And like I said, look at this. Look, you can actually see the line now right here. It's actually coming around, going all the way around this area right here. And you can see they're actually rectangles and shapes and everything of all sizes. I don't know, guys. I'm just, like I said, I'm flagging it. I think this is probably the coolest picture, one of the coolest ones I've done yet, showing some kind of life, in our solar system. Like I said, and I say solar system because I didn't say planet, because this is basically, this is a moon. This is Enceladus. Enceladus, call it what you want. Potato, patata. But that's it. That's my take on this thing. And I think these are all lights. And like I said, I think I proved it by showing that, this is, again, and I'll leave this link too. This is from Pier 14599. This is it. Here it is. Okay? You guys tell me. This is from their site, but yet they're saying, well, the sun playing on it is showing the actual plume. Okay, I'll go with that. And then when I seen this picture, I went, oh my God, look at this. Dead giveaway. Look at this. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. Let me see if I can zoom way in there. See if we can see anything else like popping out of this thing or something. Come on. These are not plumes. Look at these. You can actually see beams of light. See it? And it happens to be like, you can actually see what looks like the horizon or the outer side of the planet. And this looks like it's in actually looks like it's in some kind of crater. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't know, guys. This is a pretty wild one for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this one too. I'm going to let you guys go on that thought. Leave a comment down below. It's always appreciated. I love it when you guys interact because it's showing, I'm getting your thoughts on it as well. And this is not just a waste of my time because I am making this for you guys as well as myself because I was excited about this particular one. I wanted to show you this stuff and bring it to you because I just thought it was really crazy stuff. But anyway, like I said, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. I always appreciate when you guys watch. Thank you. And I've got another one coming up. It's about Clementine. It's another moon. And it's got some pretty wild stuff in there too. Not as awesome, and to me, this is a dead giveaway of life on in our solar system. And again, you guys tell me what you think. But I've got another one coming up. It's not gonna be, I don't think, as good as this one. But believe me, I'm gonna look things up and really go crazy with this one too, and see what I can find. If there's nothing worth showing you guys, I'm not even gonna bother making the video. It's just a waste of my time and yours, and I don't want to do that. It takes a while to not only make these, but you got to upload them, and it takes a while. Anybody who does this knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, you basically want to, shoot yourself in the face and wait for this thing to upload to YouTube. But anyway, so with that, let me let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next picture.